In fact, earlier we spoke to the WION correspondent Rachel Silverman from California.
I do know that this happened about 3 hours ago at about 5:30 in the afternoon local time. Police are now kind of combing the scene, going hand in hand, looking to make sure that there is no shooter still left at the scene. The police have not made any announcements. Local reports that there were 2 active shooters, that one was shot, but as I said, those are unofficial reports, and we are waiting for law enforcement to come out and make official announcements.
Well, let's move on to some other news for the moment. And Dan Coats, the director of the U.S. National Intelligence, is leaving his job next month. His resignation will end a 2-year tenure marked by President Donald Trump's clashes with intelligence officials. A Trump appointee, Dan Coats, served as the director of the National Intelligence since March 2017. Over the years, he has clashed with his boss, taking a hard line towards Russia that has sharply contrasted with the conciliatory approach Trump pursued towards the Russian President Vladimir Putin. In fact, in January, Coats had told Congress that North Korea was unlikely to give up its nuclear weapons, contradicting Trump's statement that Pyongyang no longer poses a threat. Trump confirmed Dan Coats' departure in a tweet, thanking him for his service, saying that he will be stepping down on August 15th. He said that he is nominating the Texas congressman and fellow Republican John Ratcliffe to the post, and that he will name an acting official in the coming days. Ratcliffe is a frequent Trump defender who tore into the former special counsel Robert Mueller during his testimony on the Russian meddling in the U.S. elections recently. He had drawn national attention earlier this week for delivering an aggressive diatribe against Mueller. In fact, American dailies had reported how Ratcliffe had met privately with Trump at the White House to discuss his interests in the job. Well, reports suggest that Iran's Atomic Energy Organization may restart activities at the Iraq heavy water nuclear reactor. The report also said that heavy water can be employed in reactors to produce plutonium, which is fuel used in nuclear warheads. Iran stopped compiling with many of the commitments under the 2015 nuclear deal that was agreed with global powers after the U.S. unilaterally withdrew from the accord in 2018 and reintroduced sanctions on Tehran. The remaining signatories have tried to hold the nuclear deal together, an increasingly difficult task as tensions between Washington and Tehran have soared in recent weeks. Meanwhile, Britain, France, Germany, Russia and China met Iranian officials in Vienna to discuss how to save the accord in an extraordinary meeting. After the meeting, Iran's senior nuclear negotiator and Deputy Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that discussions were good. He, however, added that Britain's seizure of the Iranian oil tanker was a breach of the ailing 2015 nuclear deal.
Since Iran is, entitled to export its oil according to the JCPOA, and any impediment in the way of Iran's export of oil is actually against the JCPOA.
However, the Iranian President Hassan Rouhani still hopes that the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson's familiarity with Iran will help improve relations between the two nations. In a message posted on Iran's president's website, Rouhani congratulated Boris Johnson on his appointment. He said, and I quote, "I hope that your familiarity with the issues of the relations of Iran and England and your response and your presence once in Tehran will be a considerable help to get rid of existing obstacles in the growth and expansion of relations between us."